Everyone says Rainier Valley is one of Seattle's best-kept secrets. But is it actually lower priced or just another wallet trap? In this video, we break down what it really costs to live in Rainier Valley, from renting here to buying a place of your own. We'll look at getting around and what you save by skipping the car, where you can realistically commute for work, and how to eat out for less without blowing your budget. Then we'll weigh the real trade-offs and ask the big question: can you actually afford it? By the end, one single number will tell you whether Rainier Valley is a smart move or a money trap. Rent is where that contradiction first bites. And the number might annoy you. Picture this. You're on the hunt for a place in Rainier Valley. A studio will set you back about $2,020, while a one-bedroom runs around $2,090, which is actually 2.6% below the Seattle metro average. Need more space? A two-bedroom comes in close to $2,430. And that's a significant leap from the one-bedroom, showing just how quickly costs can escalate. Now, if you've been tracking rents, you'd know a one-bedroom was only about $1,350 back in 2018. Fast forward to 2022, and it sat around $1,440 before skyrocketing to today's $2,090. That's a 55% jump since 2018, according to HUD Fair Market Rents. So, is it smarter to rent or buy? Well, buying means a median home running about 5.3 times your income, whereas rent hovers at 20% of it. So the price-to-income multiple here is a real mountain to climb. The verdict on renting? It's a viable option, as long as you stay cautious about those rising rent prices. Before you pack your bags, let's see if the numbers really back your dreams. Say you land here right on the local median, pulling in about $134,000 a year. That's roughly 15.3% above Seattle's average, and a whopping 78% over the national income, according to the U.S. Census ACS. At that level, your rent would eat up only around 20% of what you make, sitting comfortably within the 30% affordability line. But here's the kicker. A median home will run you 5.3 times your income, and that's a hefty commitment. So the verdict on affordability? Manageable for renters, but buying takes deep pockets. No car? No problem. Or is it? Well, here in Rainier Valley, you've got a walk score of 77 and a transit score of 61, which makes this a genuinely car-optional zone. You're sitting about 4% above Seattle's citywide walkability, and that translates straight into savings on gas and parking. Public transit isn't bad either, coming in slightly above average. And biking? With a bike score of 79, you're 11% better than Seattle's citywide score. So there's a real chance here to cut down on your transportation costs. The verdict on getting around? It's a standout for anyone ready to bike or walk. Got your eye on a dream job in the city? Let's see whether the commute might be a deal breaker. The good news is that Rainier Valley is served by the Link Light Rail, which is your fast, grade-separated ticket straight to downtown Seattle and beyond. And with 7 nearby transit routes, 6 buses, and 1 rail line, commuting to major job centers is entirely doable, whether you're headed to downtown, the East Side Tech Corridor, or even SeaTac. Simply put, the transit infrastructure here is designed to keep you moving. So the verdict on commuting? It's smooth for city workers. Hungry? Let's explore your wallet-friendly dining options. Picture it. It's Friday, you've got $20 and no patience. So let's start with the genuinely cheap and genuinely good. Billiard Hoang boasts 4.6 stars with over 500 reviews, while Rainier Restaurant shines with 4.5 stars and over 1,000 reviews. And Coffeeholic House rounds out that list with 4.5 stars from over 800 visitors. Now, stepping up a notch, but still easy on the wallet, Delish Ethiopian Cuisine wows with a 4.8-star rating. Clockout Lounge isn't far behind at 4.7 stars. And Geraldine's Counter Restaurant holds strong with 4.6 stars from over 3,000 reviews. And if you're craving pizza, head over to Tutta Bella Neapolitan Pizzeria in Columbia City, or Pagliacci Pizza, both with solid 4.5-star ratings. Other excellent options include the Royal Room Seattle, Jackalope Tex-Mex and Cantina, and Marination Columbia City, all of them maintaining high marks in quality. So here's the verdict on dining. There are plenty of tasty deals to keep both your stomach and your wallet full. If you happen to be in that rare position to buy here, let's move quickly. A median home in Rainier Valley goes for about $865,000, and it typically sells in just 13 days, according to Redfin. That puts prices about 1.7% below Seattle, yet a staggering 206.8% above the national average. And while sale prices dipped 1.6% over the past year, they've still surged 9.4% over 5 years, per Zillow's ZHVI. So the verdict on buying? Brutal, unless you're playing the long game. Of course, every choice comes with a price. Here's the trade-off in a single line. You have to weigh the home price multiple and the rent trend against what you save by needing your car a little less. So my verdict on the trade-offs? Consider the long game against those immediate savings. So what's that one deciding number? It's the 5.3 times income you'd need to shell out for a median home here. That's the figure that decides it all. But let's walk back through everything we covered. On renting, a studio runs about $2,020, a one-bedroom around $2,090, which is actually 2.6% below the Seattle metro average, and a two-bedroom close to $2,430. And remember, that one bedroom was just $1,350 back in 2018, a 55% jump since then. On affordability, on the local median income of about $134,000 a year, 15.3% above Seattle's average, rent takes up only around 20% of your income, comfortably under the 30% line. On getting around, you've got a walk score of 77, a transit score of 61, and a bike score of 79. The commute is smooth, thanks to the Link Light Rail and 7 nearby transit routes, 6 buses and 1 rail. Eating out is full of deals, from Billiard Huang at 4.6 stars to delish Ethiopian cuisine at 4.8. Buying, though, is brutal. A median home is about $865,000, selling in just 13 days. The trade-off is real, but biking is the biggest win, about 11% above Seattle's citywide score, letting you lean on your car less. If this video helped, please give it a like and subscribe. And check out our cost of living breakdowns on nearby Columbia City and Seward Park. Rainier Valley quietly pays you back, and that might just be your kind of math.